we have the fluid grid. So the fluid grid is one of my favorites. Okay, I like using it because I can do a lot with it. If I go on the freelancer, I can do basically a fluid grid like this. Okay, now of course should look like this. It looks like that. All right, so how do we do this? It's very simple. All right, you drag and drop the fluid grid. So now here again, I didn't even use my design panel. I'm still using my properties panel. So I'm double clicking in it and I'm deleting all the images. I'm just gonna add the images. 1, 2, add another image. No, actually I just want 1, 2. 2 images, okay? On these 2 images, you see that these are 2 images. Why? Why are they set more to the left? Because if you go on the desktop columns from your properties panel, it's set to 4. If I set them to 2, then it'll take really the whole width of my whole website. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, if I want to change the image height, right now they're 50% to the one that is 50%, the other that is 50%, but the image height is in pixels. So you need to change that also. Let's change it to 600, for example. So now I need the element itself to be 600. All right. Now, pay attention because in responsiveness, it's extremely important that when you go to the tablet, you change it to 2 as well. If you change it to 1, all right, and I go right now to the tablet, I'm going to see only 1 column. These are 2 columns. If I go to the tablet, I've set it to 1 column. This is 1 column. If I extend this, I see 1 column, 1 image after the other. Let's go back to the desktop. So I want 2 columns. On the mobile landscape, I also want 2 columns, but the mobile portrait, I'm okay using 1 column. Okay, because most of the time, that's what you're looking for. Okay, now, something also extremely cool is that you can display or not display your title and your text background. So you kind of have an image, an element, a fluid grid that looks like this. Now, another cool thing that you can do, which I always use, is I always use 1 image and 1 blank image. What is a blank image? It's a completely transparent PNG image. How do we create one like this? It's simple. This is Photoshop. Let me know if you cannot see. I'm just going to create an image. New. Doesn't matter the size as long as it's transparent. Let me just refresh that. There you go. So let's do 500 by 500. Create. Completely blank. Nothing inside. Just going to save that. On my desktop, let's call it blank. PNG. There you go. Let's go back to my platform, double click. I'm just going to take off this one. I'm going to add images. Let's go to my desktop, blank, boom. Also set it to none because it's still an image. If I click OK, I'm going to see that I have an image to the left and an image to the right. But the image to the right is completely transparent. So now I can actually put text inside. Like this. Again, you need to be very precise with it. Now, a very interesting question: why adding a text inside when you can put simply like this? You can just simply go here. All right. Hello. Again, is it me you're looking for? We're going to click save. Display title and description. So they're white, by the way. I just need to change their paragraph styles. So we're title style. So let's say, I don't know if page title is white. All right, title and normal. That's basically what you're getting. So if you publish this, you're going to see it kind of pushes the text later on slightly to the left, like this. Okay, it still has an animation of zooming in. Now, the only reason why I don't do this is simply because if I want to add a button, it's not going to be in the same position. For example, right now I'm going to add a button. Should be in the same position, right? But it's not. This is the only thing that kind of bothers me. All right. So if let's say I'm changing that and I'm putting a text, a normal text, so it's perfectly centered. Okay. So yeah, so this is basically it. Why I'm using this kind of fluid grid, because you see that you can kind of use this. Okay, this is on the big screen. This is how normal people see their websites. So yeah, so that's why it's really cool to use this because you can do a lot with it. Now, if you want to change the image position, all you'll need to do, let's go back to my platform, double click and change it a simple drag and drop like this. And now I just need to move the text to the other side. Simple as that. Fluid grid, drag and drop the fluid grid element. Okay. Double click to upload your image, understanding the two columns theory, one image, one blank, and playing with the text background, using it for buttons, meaning that I would just simply put a text element, a title, description, add a button, not inside the fluid grid element, but on top of it. All right, it's better, it's easier, especially when you're using buttons. Okay.